Good earth, good universe. Oh, it's so beautiful. What's up, hitters? In the background. So, y'all, I'm going to tell you about the time when I was a child. This is after my mom sat me down and said, Charmaine, God is going to use you to be a beacon of light. You're going to heal the world. You have a very important job in God's heavens. And I was like 7 years old or something like that, 6 or 7. So, y'all, as time went on, right? I remember this so vividly. I'm gonna tell you how my mom helped me, and this was before she started to turn bad. She told me, she said, many people are gonna hurt you, Charmaine, like everybody, including me. But I have to get this to you now. So every day she sit me down, tell me about God, tell me about the Bible, and I was a little daggone something, child. I was like, look, I want to go outside and play. I had an opinion, okay, about what I needed to say and how I felt, honey. And I was respectful or whatnot. But, I was a little extra. I'm a little extra. So, y'all, I remember this so vividly. So one day, my earth father, Calvin Knight, and my sister Angela Weldon, she's hearing impaired. We was doing a race or whatever. We had bicycles, y'all. So we running around the block, and she got mad because I was on the back of the bike with my father, fake father, Pharaoh or whatever, and we beat her. And I know he used to, no, my mom's ex boyfriend used to let us drive around the block, in a car. And y'all, at a young age, I could drive. I can drive. So shout out to you, Rod from Condoza. He was a custodian or whatever. So I can drive at a very young age. So she wanted to mimic me, and it was hard for them to communicate because she was hearing impaired. And I was like, no, you still gotta let my sister drive type stuff. So going back to my father, he wanted to come around after being gone for so long. I like this little blanket light. He wanted to come around after being gone for so long. That's what he does. He disappeared and take care of other people's kids and not his own children, and come home and beat up on me, especially in my mom and not my other siblings. That's how I knew I wasn't his child. And he didn't like my older brother. My older brother is Cuban. So we riding the bikes. It was a nice summer day. Y'all, it was my neighbor's brick. Them big, I don't know if it's a centerfold brick, but them gray big bricks or whatever. It was in her yard, y'all. So I fell off no, my sister, I was trying to hurry up and take her bike and run off, right, y'all. So them old school bikes with the handle. Y'all, she was like, get off my bike. I'm like, I'm not getting off your bike. That's what I get though. I was like, I'm not getting off your bike. So she grabbed the back of that joint, and I'm up there still paddling. And she's strong as hell. My sister's strong as shit. She's playing basketball by Guy Udet. Shout out to the Guy Udet family. Yeah, so my left eye fell on that brick, y'all. Let me tell you something. My mother did not take me to the hospital. I'm crying, 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 like I can't see, I can't see, I can't see, or whatever the case may be. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. I can't see, I can't see. So I'm so sorry, y'all. I got a broken nose. So she just started praying. My mother was a praying warrior. Let me tell you something. That lady will pray, rebuke them demons in the almighty name of Jesus type stuff. She was a praying soldier. Let me tell you something. She stopped praying over my eyes. She was like, Charmaine, I don't want you to look in the mirror. I don't want you to look in the mirror. She knew I was going to freak the fuck out. So one day, I heard something. I don't know what it was. As this video go on, I get the confirmation. I heard something say, look in the mirror. Y'all, my whole left eye, it was, oh my goodness, it was like all covered in pus. And I knew that my eye was so sensitive to light. it was hurting so bad. Like I pretty much had to sleep in the dark, like be in dark, closed environment. And mind you, when I was a child, I was under a lot of attacks. A lot of things happened to me, and I didn't know I was the chosen one. Yeah, my mom sat me down and used to explain everything to me. So y'all, my eye, it was messed up, and she must have came home from work. Yeah, she had to go to work. She was like, "Man, you gotta, mommy gotta make ends meet." And I was like, "Okay, mom, I know how to cook. I know how to do this." That's another thing. My mom used to always cook. Every Saturday, we used to all cook or go to the grocery store. She used to give us our little allowance. We used to pick out what we wanted if we was on good behavior. And one thing I did like about Calvin, like he also cooked with us on some Saturdays, and his homemade potatoes, old school skillet potatoes. Oh my goodness, he had the best potatoes. And yeah, I used to be with him a lot. I used to work on cars with him. That was another thing I enjoyed doing, working on cars. So he wasn't all that bad, but he played a lot of effed up roles. Cause y'all, my hair, this wig, it's really long. I didn't know that they would be doing beauty spells on me when I was a child. My hair was actually down to the back of my back, mid back, and it was so thick. In elementary school, my mom really couldn't do hair. So my little ponytails used to puff up, and they used to come like right here to my shoulder type stuff. Like I had three ponytails, like motorcycle bars, one, two, and one in the back. She couldn't do hair. So people used to be like, "That's your hair, that's your hair." I said, "Yeah." Sorry, y'all already know what the yawning means. Return to sender. So I noticed my hair started getting shorter and shorter, shorter, and I stopped messing with it. I thought I was grown. But anyway, going back to the power of God, everything has a meaning. The power of God, trusting the process, honey. He can heal you from anything. And I was watching, I don't know her name. I'm gonna put it below. How she said that it's a rare kind. It's only one rare you. She's pretty much telling my life story. Well, I'm not saying this to be cocky or anything arrogant or anything like that. She's actually, a lot of the readers tell my story in other chosen one stories, but in particular, my DNA is rare. I am the unicorn. I am the KANA-GLORY of this world. I'm the queen of this world. My husband, soon to be husband, is French Montana. It's just so many things, y'all. It's just so many things. But trusting God's process is the most important thing ever. Like, even to this day, some things don't make no sense to me, and I don't question God. If he be like, go outside if it's raining, I'm gonna go outside. If he tell me to jump off of a cliff, I'm gonna do it. Look, I already surrendered to God when I was in call myself trying to fight these demons on my own. I surrendered to God. I said, God, if you gotta kill me to make me new again, I'm willing to do it. You gotta surrender. Surrender. I surrender. That's the song that's coming to my head. But surrender to God. Get yourself together. And shout out to the young lady pretty much sharing my story. I appreciate all you YouTubers out there. I already know. It's so funny, right? Because I know that they are giving scripts to my movie and our movie as it's being played out in real time to talk about certain things, and I hear certain names or certain things, I just laugh and chuckle. But they had the platform. I'm so slowly building my platform, but they had the followers, and I appreciate everyone, good and bad, for doing their part to get us all known, and get God, get safe, and that's just the bottom line. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Hi, Father God. That's just the way it is. Oh. heaven's outside, y'all. Speaking of heaven, I'm gonna give you one more quick scenario, right? This is after God said, saved me. I spoke on this before, right? So it was in the wee hours in the morning. I was actually going to the restroom, y'all. I seen my angel, my angel in real time. It was actually God. Hold on. Yeah, it was God, right, y'all. His head was huge. He was a giant. I seen, like, you know, the like a Trojan man, the warrior on top of the condom, the like the battle soldier in its uniform. Y'all, I seen a big silhouette. Now, mind you, my windows are pretty big. It was big. It was big, like a big old piece of his head was big. Like, I don't even know what to compare it as, but his head was real big and round. And it went away, and I'm chuckling like, Dad, you didn't have to leave. I want to bond with you. Come on, I want to see you in your real form, in forms or whatever the case may be. So I love it. I have entities that come to me all the time, and I'm just honored. I'm just honored, and a lot of them surrendered. They surrendered, seriously. They surrendered, but tell them, God said, Shama, you got to start, you know, even though God, I know it's for God purpose. Tell him it's you. Also, this is part of your commandments. And I told God, look, some of his old commandments, a lot of his old commandments is still going to stand, but we're going to put a little modern twist on things. So he said, start telling people that you said what you said. And I'm like, okay. So I say, get on God's team. You will lose if you not. And we don't care. We taking all y'all out in the mighty name of Jesus. And we not showing no mercy. My neighbor upstairs and her children, they are going to perish. Them hard and heart stiff necks and kids appear as kids. They really not kids. They are actually demons, y'all. Don't be fooled out here. Don't be fooled. So it's what 12:40, and I'm about to skedaddle and get back to her video. Okay, peace out there.